forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know that me if it go flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away me self. Have to take away myself. I have to utilize thy wings. Surely I.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. I am Franco, along with Flavius and Max Juanette. Today, our special guest is none other than Miss Marcia Jackson, and she will be doing the Poetry Corner. So sit and stay, don't go nowhere. We're right here. Top of the morning, Flavius. Top of the morning, Max.
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Franco. Good morning, Max. How is everybody doing?
Yes,
doing great.
Great.
Grand rising, everyone.
So,
Franco, I send you a picture this morning of my morning.
Yeah, I see your fruits. I saw your fruits. Yeah.
Can you pass by and push up him long hand them and pick them for me?
Your apples, your sour orange, and your tangerine and cinnamon, whatever, everything.
Ooh, I'm jealous.
A luscious fruit morning.
Oh,
and
wow.
These are right beside my house, Max, want it.
Okay.
Right
so you can just go and grab them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm coming for a visit.
They're a bit high, but my friend Franco know him. He's very tall, very, very tall. So just push up him on.
Push up him on and grab something. Well,
oh wow.
We have to go push the time this morning because we're going to go straight into the Did You Know, and then get our guests in early this morning. All right? Okay. So let me bring in the Did You Know. All right.
In my own homeland, enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight. In my own homeland, this place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise, no matter the season.
Each and every day at this time, we have the famous Did You Know? Take it away, Flavius.
Yeah, good morning, listeners. Did you know this morning, we are back to the high-achieving women. And the one we are bringing on this morning, we all know very well because she has been our most frequent guest on the Real Stuff podcast from we started. She has been here many, many times. So you know, or we think we know about her. But this morning, we'll tell you all the things that you don't know about her. This morning, we believe they call her the Wonder Woman. Today, we are back to high-achieving women of the Caribbean. Today, we present Cynthia Ellis. Cynthia Ellis was born in Belize in the Garifuna Nation in January 1953. She is referred to as Lubafu Ineni, meaning, and I quote, power, love, spirit, unquote. Cynthia Ellis is Vice President of the Garifuna Nation, and she is in charge of Women and International Affairs. Cynthia is currently the liaison for the Garifuna Nation with the government of Belize. Cynthia has been a community activist and champion of many causes in the Americas. She's a mother of 5 children and 17 grandchildren to whom she dedicates her love and passion. Cynthia Ellis' accolades and recognition are as follows. From her youth, she won many awards in arts. At age 15, meriting her a scholarship to study drama. She organized nurses at the University Hospital of the West Indies Mona campus, Jamaica, for improved living conditions in the early 70s. Her delight, though, was to assist Professor Karma Brathwaite in presenting Garifuna history to his classes for several years at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica. While in Jamaica, she also studied dance and folklore under Olive Lewin and Rex Neckerford. She was also project manager at the Women's Bureau in Kingston, Jamaica, in the office of the Prime Minister of Jamaica in the mid-1970s. Cynthia was advisor to the governments of Grenada and Belize in the establishment of women and youth programs. She also advised Caribbean community leaders through the Women and Development Unit, University of the West Indies, Cayville campus in Barbados. Cynthia Ellis represented the Caribbean at Conference of African Women Leaders in Dakar, Senegal, led by Marie-Angelique Savant. And she organized the following: Belize Human Rights Commission, Belize Committee for Women and Development, the Belize Union of Students and Youth, the Belize Rural Women's Association. She also organized students' action at the Institute of Social Studies in The Hague, Netherlands. She has negotiated with others peace accord in Belize pre-independence during disturbance of civil unrest. So she was supported by the Caribbean Conference of Churches. She participated with select leaders to meet British foreign emissary from the UK to quell national uprising in Belize. She was also advisor of several education and rural development projects in Dominica, St. Lucia, and Jamaica. And Cynthia is a pioneer of women's movement organization in Belize in the 1980s. A member of the first National Women's Commission in Bekezit, Belize, and organized the first International Women's Day celebration in 1983. And Cynthia Ellis is the first woman to speak at Rotary Club gathering in Belize and developed the Belize Organization for Women and Development. She also developed links with colleagues in Suriname, Jamaica, and Guyana on cultural, environmental outreach on health and wellness. And Cynthia hosted a performance of the Honorable Louis Bennett Coverley to Belize, along with Dr. Billie Jean Young, one-woman show of the life of Fannie Lou Hammer. Cynthia Ellis hosted a Commonwealth Foundation-assisted consultation in Belize on exchange of food production and food processing techniques of Caribbean leaders. She participated with UN experts, including George Beckford and Dr. Michael Witter, in the development of the first 5-year plan for Belize as the only Belizean representative, thus advising the new government on completion. Cynthia participated in gathering Women for Caribbean Liberation and also participated and as expert in addressing the concerns of farm families of Belize, sponsored by the Ministry of Agriculture, countrywise. Cynthia Ellis is a co-founder and director of the Belize Rural Women's Association and a consultant advisor to many projects, conferences in the area of food sovereignty and sustainable development. She has received a number of fellowships. Some are here: Ford Foundation, Carnegie Corporation, Kellogg's Foundation, and many more fellowships and internship in New York. Cynthia Ellis represented the Latin American region as a representative of evaluation of the experience and follow-up activities. And she was a Commonwealth liaison representative of NGOs of the British Commonwealth, member of Rural Development Leadership Network in the US. On the international scene, advisor to the Catholic bishops of the United States on the inclusion of culture in workshops specific reference to Garifuna culture. President of the Toxic Waste Lupus Coalition, Buffalo, New York. Community liaison representative in collaboration with the University of Buffalo. She was also part of a committee hosting Wangari Maathai Nobel Peace Prize for Environment, and member of Board of Directors, Western New York Peace Center, hosted by Donny Glover. Cynthia was president PTA Amherst High School and Middle School, New York, 3,000 population student. First person of color to be appointed for 3 years. She was also head of Women's Department, University of Guyana. And she collaborated with several universities in the United States on issues related to university community partnership in the area of health, wellness, and sustainable development at Auburn University, Tulane, Newcomb Center Research on Women, Ohio State, Buffalo State College, Damien College, Buffalo, New York, Alabama State, University of Belize, and University of the West Indies, Open Campus, Belize. Cynthia was also champion of the Duke of Edinburgh Award in Belize, and I think she still is. Awards and recognition. She got awards from the National Garifuna Council on Outstanding Leader and Contribution to the Garifuna people in Belize. Contributed to Auburn University series of conflict resolution and alternative dispute resolution program led by Dr. Burnham Lafayette and Mark Wilson. And that's our Did You Know for today.
East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout.
Today's Did You Know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. So in case you didn't know, now you know. Stay tuned for our guest, Miss Marcia Jackson, coming up in the next seconds.
One is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend.
I want Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister with the lyrical thinking. I mean, not really in the world if I vex up thing. But me find this a word, yeah, very perplexing. I me, Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister.
Real Stuff Podcast. Let's welcome Miss Marcia Jackson, dramatist and poet this morning in our Poetry Corner. Welcome, Marcia. Welcome.
Welcome, Marcia.
Hi, Marcia. Welcome.
I think we lost Marcia there, but I'm going to keep on playing a while we get back Marcia, all right?
Yeah. Right.
I me, Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister with the lyrical thinking. I mean, not really in the world if I vex up thing. But me find this a word, yeah, very perplexing. I me, Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister with the lyrical thinking. I mean, not really in the world if I vex up thing. But me find this a word, yeah, very perplexing. I me, Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister with the lyrical thinking. I mean, not really in the world if I vex up thing. But me find this a word, yeah, very perplexing. I me, Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister with the lyrical thinking. I mean, not really in the world if I vex up thing. But me find this a word, yeah, very perplexing.
We're going to try and get our guests this morning. We're having some little phone problems, so stick around, don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, so special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. And just like a magnifying glass, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Oh, I wish that you, baby. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, forever and ever. Yeah, yeah. I know you're wondering why my love is so strong. It's 'cause I see something in you pushing me on. The day you try to chase my love away is when you know my love was meant to stay. 'Cause this love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah, when you turn your back. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home with me forever. Oh, really want you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. Hey, it's just like a magnifying glass. Hey, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Hey, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home, to be with me forever, yeah.
Mix up a guan, blend up a guan. Dash a tea, never see this from Shebon. Social media, them love me more, but on everything. I know everything you can post. I get hype and a boast, Lord. I know everything glitter, you go put it on Twitter. You feel smart and clever. I know everything you feel share. I want like clown of the year. Don't bring your life nightmare over likes and share. Don't show your business out there. Cause this I wanna read epidemic. Everybody get hooked on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Girls send a man a picture in a bathroom. I feel next thing it a line I get rant and rave. Some people don't know if they post. Mama read over foreign and never get divorced. I Jamaica post it online and the wife sister see no way black up in a jail over stupidity. You shouldn't post. I get hype on the post, Lord. Even if you like Twitter, do not put it on Twitter. You be smart and clever. And everything you
Of
wish.
course, the music of Tasha T, social media hype. We'll be linking up with our guest, Miss Marcia Jackson, in a few minutes. You know, it is when it comes to technology, especially this time. Everybody home, people using it up. And of course, for those who are Christians, today is Good Friday. So happy Good Friday to all of you who celebrate Good Friday. I have a little CARICOM tweet this morning. And the question is not, this is coming from the CARICOM. And the thing is, the question is not if, but when. Together we must be better prepared to predict, prevent, detect, assess, and effectively respond to pandemic in a highly coordinated fashion. I follow CARICOM, right, on Twitter. And that's one of the things that is coming out this morning. The CARICOM said they want to make sure that they're better prepared, and especially for pandemic. So if you want to know more or see more, go to CARICOM on Twitter if you have your Twitter account, and you're an active follower on Twitter. We, the Real Stuff Podcast, is also on Twitter. Max Juanette, what you say you have for us this morning?
Well, thanks a lot, Franco. First of all, I want to say happy Earth Strong to Marvin Gaye, famous legendary singer. Today is his Earth Strong Day, so happy Earth Strong. I also wanted to mention that I don't want anyone to forget about the Arama Awards. I know everybody's excited. Don't forget to go and vote. Okay, you can go to irama.com/vote-now/ Remember, only vote once. Okay, so if you want to vote in other categories, feel free to do that, but vote one time only, or your vote will be null and void. So I wanted to share that with everyone. Also, did you know, Flavius and Franco, that it's National Poetry Month?
No, I didn't know. All right. Our guest is now ready. Our guest is ready. Let me see if we can get her. You can talk.
Beautiful.
Let's see if we can get
beautiful.
Now.
So it's Poetry Month all over.
All right.
Loving it.
Good. That's good. I like poetry. I'm getting to love poetry now.
Welcome.
And you're going to see why, because I was going through some of Marcia's stuff last night. And I found some, really good stuff on her album. She have an album, and the intro you heard, Awa. That's an intro from her,
Yeah.
That's an album.
That's Wicked Man, yeah.
Yeah, that's an album she did. So I wanted to surprise her,
Okay.
Make sure sister we are doing homework. We know what we are doing.
That's right.
Yeah, we know what we are doing. So here comes Marcia now. All right. Well, let me accept her. Marcia?
Yes, I think I have better signal now. I just literally leave my house and I'm in a better area.
All right. So we have you live now. I had played earlier Awa, because that's one of your poems on your album. And unfortunately, the surprise I had for you, technology always a spoil thing. I tell you about it. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Flavius on the line with me. I'm trying to get back Max Juanette as we speak. So, tell us, who is Marcia Jackson right now?
Right. So good morning to everyone. Good morning. First, let me say thank you, Real Stuff Podcast Radio, for having me. And happy holiday to everyone. Yes, it is the season. As Christians, we all commemorate the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. This season is remembering the resurrection of Jesus. It's a way to renew daily hope that we have victory over sin. And of course, that's according to the New Testament. Who is Marcia Jackson? Yeah. There's so much more about Marcia Jackson. But, let me start by saying I am a Jamaican, born in Jamaica, now living in the United States. And I just want to say that I've been doing poetry, drama, DJ, so much things in the entertainment world for years now. I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. During my teenage year, I entered the Miss St. Elizabeth Festival Queen competition. That was 1997 in Jamaica. And I was first runner-up. And of course, to enter such competition, you have to be very talented. 1999, I was crowned Miss St. Elizabeth Farm Queen, and I represented St. Elizabeth, and I did enter the Miss Jamaica Farm Queen. However, I was not placed, but it was a great opportunity and experience for me. So I've accomplished, some stuff in the entertainment industry while living in Jamaica. But then coming to America at age 21, when I landed here, the first theater company that I meet up with was Deja Vu Theater Production. I call them my home theater company. And of course, the president is Miss Sharon Cummings. And she, along with the theater company, have allowed me to still continue to do what I love best, which is poetry and drama. So, with that being said, as I continue throughout life, 2015, I moved to Baruka along with Terrence Davis, the owner of Verbal Art Production, created an opportunity for me to release my first album, which was entitled The Money Stew. Of course, that's the one you played, Awa. You played Awa from that album. Thank you very much. Yes, so Muta Baruka endorsed my album 2015. And from there, my journey continued. I just released a poem entitled Pigmentology. That's getting a lot of review, and a lot of people are asking questions, and a lot of people want to know Marcia. What kind of writer is Marcia? So, with that being said, I just released last week also another poem called It. And I'm now going to be releasing in 2 weeks another poem called Drum. So my journey continue, and I won't stop. Yeah. I love poetry. Yes, I love drama. And, I've been a part of so many different organizations. It's like, whoa. But one of the things I just want to highlight is that I've always been fascinated by the late Louise Bennett Coverley. She is a Jamaican, yes, she's a Jamaican folklorist. She's a writer, she's a poet, she's a hero. So I when I see poetry and I think poetry, I think Miss Lou. And of course, I have to give honor to Muta Baruka. So, that's Marcia in a nutshell. What else do you want to know?
Well, I'll make Max Wanett ask the first question. Go ahead, Max Wanett.
Greetings again, Marcia. It's nice to talk to you again. Glad that you're here with us. Okay. You know what I'm curious about, because you started at, from what I mean, at an early age. And I hear where you are. You're just shining and flowing all over. Blessings to you for that. I love your works, by the way. And your song is, wow, it blew me away. Let me ask you something. What do you have to offer the youths? Because there's so many young people, so many youths coming to the table in poetry, songwriting, and trying to, I know you have your own business. What can you offer the youths as hope and encouragement in following these kind of opportunities in life?
Someone asked me if I do motivational speaking about 2 weeks ago. And I said to the person, my life is a motivation and I am an inspiration. So I use my past experiences to help the youth. Presently, I'm a part of an organization, Gataska, over here in Palm Bay, Brevard County. And a year ago, I was the youth director for that organization. However, with that being said, everything I do in my life, I do it to empower and enlighten the youth. Presently, I'm a nursing instructor. And I share this story with you because, I teach a lot of youth nursing. And sometimes when I'm teaching and I go into different topics. Last week I find myself going into finance. A week before I find myself I was teaching domestic violence, and I find myself going into domestic violence. And I was teaching about HIV, and I find myself going into HIV, telling the youth about, condoms. Right. So my whole life is about youth and empowering people. So when you ask me a question like that, I'm really trying to tell you that every day, I'm dealing with the youth where I'm empowering them. I'm finding their weakness and I'm giving them strength. I'm giving them hope. I'm letting them understand that you are the future for tomorrow. And that's right. I'm very culturally inclined. So whatever I do, I really try to maintain my culture. So I do respect others' culture, and I try to embrace that as I go through my journey. But I always tell the youth, be independent, stay positive,
Right.
stay focused, and let's unite, because unity is what we need now. If we don't unite in this generation that we're living in, we are really, really in big problems. So every day I empower the youth, unite, maintain your culture, respect each other, and embrace love. Love is all we have, and that's what I tell the youth every day. Yes.
That's beautiful. That's powerful. I have another question for you. Before I get there, I'm going to ask Flavius if he has any questions he would like to ask Marcia. Flavius? Okay. We may have a connection issue. So, something I am really, 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 really interested in hearing you recite. You have a piece there for us that you can recite for us here?
Always ready. I'm always ready.
Love it.
I love to be asked.
That's my lady. Always ready.
I love to be asked to recite.
Love it.
Yes. I'm going to recite my poem that I just released. It's called It. Bob Marley sang for it. Martin Luther King dreamt of it. Colin Kaepernick knelt for it. Queen Nanny fought for it. Rosa Parks sat for it. Louis Farrakhan marched for it. Marcus Garvey craved for it. Lucky Dubé died for it. The problem is now we have all forgotten it. Nothing beats self-pride. So let's sing for it. Let's dream of it. Let's kneel for it. Let's fight for it. Let's sit for it. Let's march for it. Let's pray for it. Need be, let's die for it. We have lost our way. Feel grateful for whatever liberties we are afforded, as programs are put in place that directly affect us, like the Patriot Act and the Stand Your Ground. But what makes you a patriot? And whose ground is it anyway? Forgetting the sacrifices made with the blood, sweat, and tears, over 20 million killed as a direct result of slavery, the African Holocaust buried and forgotten. My brothers and sisters, you being black outside of Africa is like a miracle. Your lineage is intact. Your bloodline still thriving. The truth of our history is being revealed on a daily basis. Our physical fortitude owned by slavery, years of brutality have made us stronger. After 300 plus years of slavery, you believe we would have learned from the mistakes and sacrifices of our ancestors? Sad to say, we have not. The foundation has been set. The sacrifice has been made. Now it's up to us to go out and claim it, because it will never be given to us. Thank you.
Wow. My goodness.
I beat down the wall in the room. Them I beat down the wall.
I heard you.
Yes. Woo. Flavius, did you feel that one, Flavius?
Yeah. I mean that is one word for that. Wicked.
Thank you.
Flavors are the one drop artist in Marcia.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Marcia.
Your question, Flavors.
Thank you.
No, I don't have any questions now. I just want her to read some more.
You see, technology a fight with this morning. Him say him just want if it's say more
reading,
poems. Him say more if it's say more poems. Anyway,
Really?
yeah, but before you start, say some more poems. I know you have a passion also for acting. You're like in a different zone when you're on stage. How is the acting going right now? I know the pandemic kind of slowed things down and things like that. How are you surviving in that area?
Well, I'm going to answer that question. It's a very, very, very easy question to answer. So because of the whole pandemic, what I'm doing right now, I actually started going back to school, and I'm now trying to pursue my bachelor degree as a registered nurse.
Good.
And in the meantime, I am writing poems, and I'm networking. I'm doing a lot of networking. I'm playing catching up on some people that I should have contacted, and I didn't get the contact. I'm networking, and I'm spending more time with my family. So when I do all of this, it gives me more time to meditate, and it gives me more time to write, because hopefully once this pandemic is over, I'm telling you, I'm taking this market like you don't even want to know. I really have some stuff coming. I really have some stuff coming. You want to say I'm coming like Tyler Perry. Right now, I'm
you're
writing
coming
a play.
in hot. You're coming in hot.
Yes,
Hot.
yes,
Hot.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing a play right now entitled We Don't Love the Same. It's entitled We Don't Love the Same. And in that play, it's going to be a lot of poetry. So Tyler Perry do a lot of singing. I'm doing a lot of poetry in my play. And it's entitled We Don't Love the Same. So you can look out for that one. It's coming. So this is what the pandemic do to me. It gives me more time to write and meditate.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I'm in the same mode like you. I'm in that forward mode after the pandemic. We're gonna just grab the bull by the head and just fling it one side and just bust through the whole thing. You mentioned one of your poems that you say you recently written and released, and it slipped my mind. Oh my gosh! Don't tell me something I lose it. I know it's about our skin color, right? It's about skin.
It's pigmentology. It's talking about pigmentology.
Yeah. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. I definitely want to hear it.
Yes. Special request. No problem. I'm sure the audience want to hear it too.
Yes. Give it to us.
Yeah, man. Once you look on the Real Stuff podcast, where anything can go on. All right.
You see it.
It's entitled Pigmentology. There is no mystery to our history. Our history is not plagued by mythology. Long before the Western world left their dens to venture forth, we have stamped our authority. Our African ancestry became dogmatized by pigmentocracy. The things we did still baffling modern society. We build the pyramids, that's geometry, and not pyramidiology. We cross the Nile in boats carrying stones weighing tons. That's maritime archaeology. We map the stars and harness the power of the sun. Predicted the cycle of the moon, that's astrology. We created products to embalm our dead. That's mortuary chemistry. Africa, the only truly self-sustainable continent on earth. Lush vegetation and fruit, abundance of minerals and other natural resources, a wide range of animals, most indigenous to Africa. That's our geography. From the early colonies until now, the word black has been deemed negative, but that's their philosophy. God took 7 days, and from a black void came the light. That's humanity. Plant a seed in the ground, and from that black hole in the ground grows a beautiful tree. That's plantology. From the blackness of a womb comes a child. That's destiny. I would never call you white. That's hypocrisy. Black, Negro, whatever they want to call us, that's stupidity. We as Africans we must strive for unity and embrace our identity. That's our legacy. We can all share this world with love and respect. That's human decency. The fact of the matter is, from a black womb, and only a black pregnancy comes all ethnicity. A black womb can produce a blonde-haired, blue-eyed child. That's the power of our genealogy. There is 23 and me. God forbid you may be black. Go and check your ancestry. it will sure prevent racial inequality. Thank you.
Wow.
It bring me to this.
That one is deep.
Yeah, it bring me to
Very
this.
deep.
It bring me to this question for you.
Yes.
Hearing you're reciting it. It sound like it draw attention like a Mandela, Nelson Mandela, because your voice, your pronunciation, and your words, it's with authority.
Yes.
You understand me, and I love it because we have to wake up with people. And it's if they take a pandemic for wake them up, so let it be. If you take a pandemic for kill off a portion of them, so them realize that our back is against the wall, so let it be. You understand me? So we have to wake them up. We have to wake them up.
Yes, and you know what's funny is that poets need to understand that when we write with confidence. We write what we believe, and a lot of people will criticize. Yeah. There's times when people criticize my poem and they're like, you have to be careful what you put in there. You talk about the white man, or you talk about this, and you talk about that. If you really want to know who Marcia is, let me tell you something. Racism is alive, and the white man know that, and the black man know that. So when I speak facts, I speak with no apology.
True.
That's me.
And
when I speak facts, I speak with no apology.
And if them can tell you that, that means they're powerful words. You understand?
Thank you very much. It's a place. It's a place.
Yeah, a powerful word. No, it's time we stop hide, because we don't need to hide, because them not hide. Them not hide when they say things, them do after, them apologize, but deep down them mean it.
They meant it. Really and truly, as poets, a lot of us know that we have the skill and the talent and that drive and that energy inside we have to keep it real. We have to be truthful. We are storytellers, and even when you were reciting, I could feel your words, and that is it. It's not just the words itself, it's the feeling, the energy. That's a very dynamic piece. And as they said, we can't keep doing this. We have to face the truth. Beautiful piece.
Marcia, you're dangerous. You're dangerous. Use a
wait, my name I tell the people them to me dangerous.
Use a stepping razor.
Hey, listen, the other day I tell the people them so when this whole COVID thing started, I never go in that topic there, because that's a whole topic by itself. We're going to need another show to discuss that one.
Oh yes, definitely. For the first, I sit down and listen to a poetry album in its own entirety. And that was last night, because for every time, and when me hear a while, because I say I have to find something for surprise her, and it wasn't what I was going for. Seeing, I was going for the one that name what.
Yeah, man, it's a warning.
But then when me hear Awa, and I show your mother, you make mention of your name and your mother and your siblings.
Yeah.
I'm going to surprise her with that one. I see.
Yeah, man, Miss Pauline, first daughter, 3 brothers and 2 sisters follow back after. Yeah, man. And me write it wake up and write the poem there.
That's good, man. That's good.
All right.
That's good. I'd love to see you. I know say you. Yeah, man. She have one year warning, man. Wicked too, man. Wicked too. Wicked. Leave your socks if you can give.
Hey, I can't recite it, but I have to go start charging. I come like you want to hear all of my poem them.
We can take all that we can get.
We're going to send him to Spotify. Send him to Spotify.
Spotify don't work in Jamaica.
Yes, man. Spotify, because a bunny wheeler, Spotify coming to Jamaica.
Oh, nice.
It's coming. Nice. The deal is in the works. The deal is in the works. We're not going to get it, man. Hey, it's going to be quicker than the internet. Remember me tell you that.
All right.
So, Marcia, you mentioned that you're also a DJ. When you say a DJ, you mean like, you're the body, or you mean the one who spin the record? Which one are you DJ?
All right. Now go tell you which one are the DJ. I have a little dog with them call me and pet. That's me give him 3 deer rest, me give him 5 dumplings and 12 chicken. So get a sugar thing of eat and let so me give it to me dog with them call me and rest. Which part him sit down. The funny front sitting just plugging video and pushing cassette in just sitting on my bowl, sitting on my white cup. And when they get the other DJ that I talk about.
All right. I have a record executive. I have a record executive in the chat room right now, you know. So East Vibration, here's an artist you can sign.
And then listen to the one, you know. And it's a clash, you know, I make it start. Flavor to me art, but no look for me. You know me say, and if a clash, you know, I make it start. Boy, to me face and no look for me art. Big gun pop off and your life it lock up. And if a boy catch me licky mouth, they want me to use your muscle. Listen, here's muscle me too. This Marty, I see your life end up in a money. Put it in my back and put it inside. All right, yes.
Right, Marcia, you hot up the place this morning, man. I tell you.
I did not try to see a calm, but it look like it's a class and I look faster there.
Yes, I did real stuff.
And that's it name. It name real
you
stuff.
There you go. Beautiful. You know, easy. Wow, that's beautiful. My goodness, you're very multi-talented.
Talent abound, man. Talent abound. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I want to know something, Marcia, because you have seen it all. You were on the front line. You were part of the front line workers. So we have to, big you up, enough big ups to all the front line workers them who are listening this morning. Also to Francine in Jamaica. She's a front line worker as well. You are on the front line and you have seen it all, right? Mm-hmm. Some people say, boy, not there, but we know there's something up in the year. And I wouldn't say I am saddened, but I am concerned about my brothers and sisters. Some are not, what you call it, them not believe. I wouldn't even want to use the word believe. Them not think that something exists out there. Right? But most of the guys, them throw something out in the year that kill off so many people worldwide. You as a frontline worker, what would you tell your brothers and sisters about this thing that is going around?
All right. So what I want to say to start with this answer is there's 4 hidden hands. There's 4 hidden hands. It's the government, it's man-made religion, it's entertainment, and it's the educational system. They use these 4 tools to deceive humanity. These are breaking down. And when you see a breakdown, it is because a breakthrough is coming. All right? The hidden hand is being revealed. More people are uniting more than ever. So what's going on, there's a backfire, all right? So when I say this to say that COVID, personally, from what I see and believe, is a virus. I believe it's a virus, and what happened is, initially when this thing started, we did not understand this virus like the way we understand it now. So because of that, there was a lot of panic, and there was a lot of fear. The healthcare workers were fearful of, not understanding what this thing is. And everyone panicked and everyone fear. When you fear, you go through stress. All right? When you panic, you go through stress. I'm saying that I personally believe that this was a man-made virus and it was meant to deceive others. It was meant to destroy, and it was made to, because there's a change coming. There's a change. But this is, for me, this is called the greatest awakening. Mm-hmm. And if the veil has not been lifted from some of us eyes, I am sorry, they are not going to be a part of this change.
Done.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
All right? The veil needs to be lifted from some of us. You cannot have someone get up and in a less than a year make a vaccine and you willingly go sit down and make somebody juke you with one needle. To me, the veil still over your eyes. Yeah? Why? And this is the problem that I'm having. I get emotional when you ask me questions like this. So bear with me a minute. When a person is forced to do so, all right. When a person call themselves a leader, when a person call themselves, somebody will have sense, and you are gonna make somebody make a vaccine in a 1 year and juke you, right? Come on, man. You have to check yourself and ask yourself questions. But everyone, I have to respect everyone's belief. I have to respect everyone, thought about certain things. But me, Marcia, personally, if I have to give you any advice this morning, I would say wait a little bit before you take the vaccine. Just wait a little bit. Yeah? Wait a little bit and make we watch and see all of them vaccine here where them are run to make and which one is already infected and contaminated and all them something there. Wait a little bit, man. But better quick to run because you want to save your life. Remember, we're all gonna die now. It's how you die now. Yeah? So when they say use this time to embrace love and unity and family and friendship, man. Nobody live your life and worry about this vaccine too much. Go and wear your mask. Go and do them social distancing. Because I don't know how you can social distance at the same time. Go and do what them say you to do. Yeah? Go and do what them say you to do. And let me see what I go on. But in the meantime, build your immunity. Yeah? Drink up your garlic and your ginger and your lemon, man. Build your immunity. Educate yourself about acidic and alkaline environment, man. Build immunity. Work on your frequency, your spirituality, yeah? Work on them things, man. And just live, man. And just breathe fresh air and enjoy life. Yeah? There's so much I can tell to my brothers and sisters, but the only thing I can say, stop living in fear. All right? Healthcare workers, we're on the front line. We're dealing with this. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue to save life every day. Yeah, this is what we do. And we're just going to continue to live. For me, I'm just living, man. I'm not letting this thing destroy me mentally. And that's really what I have to say.
True. Well said.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah, well said.
Well said.
Yeah, it's just an awakening, that we just need to understand. Yeah.
Well, Marcia,
let me interject.
Go ahead.
What people don't understand, they are afraid of love. They are afraid of love because love creates a world that they cannot control. You understand? And where we are moving to right now, love is at the forefront. So people don't understand that the only way we're going to survive this is if we unite and love each other. That's the only way. There's no other way.
That's right.
You understand? That's all I wanted to say.
True. Love is a thing with them afraid for, because when love manifests itself, it brings together unity.
Oh, God,
that's
man.
right.
Love can drive them crazy, man.
Yeah, man, it brings unity.
That's right.
And if we can remember, the artists of yesterday, that's what them always did a preaching of them song, love and unity.
Marcia, I'm curious. As a mother, first of all, thanks again for all that you do. My mom was a RN before she passed, and things have changed. That was in 2008. And to know that you are on the front line doing what you're doing is phenomenal. I'm wondering, as a mom as well, the impact and the effect this has on your girls. I know you're a mother of daughters, and as a mother myself, seeing you there and the trend and the stage that you set and prepare for your children. As what would you say? What's one phrase or something brief you can give us just for the young children and children your daughter's age, what inspiration and words of encouragement would you give them?
See,
And adults.
what's really going on? Yes. You see, schools are closing. Children are now forced to be homeschool, right? What does this really mean symbolically? Symbolically, what does this really mean? When schools are closed in the matrix, right, it is now a means of a new education is being born. All right? It means a new form of learning is being created because the old way wasn't working. So what we're seeing is the collapse of an empire. You see what I'm saying? So while it might seem like a sad time, it is actually a good time right now to be alive, right? Because what you are witnessing right now is a new birth emerging out of an old one. So when I teach my youth this stuff, what I try to do, I try to get inside of their mind and educate them about the change that we're living in. And I try to let them know that once you can work your way through this change, everything is going to be okay. My 16-year-old daughter, she's very active. So she's gone back to school physically. And my 11-year-old, she's still doing homeschool. She really don't care much about school. At one point, I was going to just homeschool her, and don't even let her go into the public system. But time wouldn't allow me to do that. But what I will say to the youth is understand that we're living in a changing world. And you have to stay focused and you have to stay on track with the change. But while you're going through the change, think of new ideas, think of new jobs, think of new opportunities that can benefit you at the end of this change. But don't give up. Just hold on and work with the change. Just work with it.
Beautiful.
It's like just work with it. Just work with it.
Yeah. Where can we find you, Marcia? Where can we find your works and you? How can people contact you?
Your page, your website, things like that.
Yes. All right. So you can find me on YouTube at Marcia Poetry. The name that I go by is Marcia Jackson. All right. I love that name. So you can literally follow me on YouTube at Marcia Poetry. You can follow me on Instagram at Marcia Poetry. You can follow me on Facebook at Marcia Poetry. I have 2 Facebook pages. I have a Marcia Jackson Dramatist page, and of course I have the Marcia Poetry page. You can email me marciapoetry@gmail.com. You can call me 954-245-1182. My number is public record. It's on flyers all over the place. So Marcia Poetry is my name, my social media name, Marcia Poetry. That's where you can find me. All right.
Beautiful. Franco, you have any more questions?
Can we get one more before we close out? Can we get another point before we close out? One more before we close out.
All right. So Cynthia asked for warning. They're going to give a warning. Greetings from Marcia and the Real Stuff Podcast Radio. To all God's children, our Lord time is at hand. So I pray that we may all gather together as one, to know His mercy may fall upon those who use an ear to hear and to heed a warning that is near. A warning that is near. A warning that is near. But we, a new generation, shall manifest and magnify Jah through word, sound, and power. Power is upon us, so no man can stand without Him. For unity is the formation for standing tall and staying alive. If power and grace live on in life, then why do we die for our uncertain hate, disgust, and lust, our envy and distrust? For what has already been told and what we know will come to pass. We have polluted the world with selfish desires and thirst. So who now do we entrust with the future when we have so evidently failed the present? Who shall be an heir to God's kingdom when all are unworthy and filthy in unrighteousness? Who shall teach our children And what shall they teach them? If our history itself has been turned and twisted into a mystery and a fairy tale. And who would dare speak the truth when they teach? Man will fly through the sky and that Jesus was blond with blue eyes. Who will have the courage to say, my God is as I? And from the line of life did he create and bear a seed. So in this I do know that my God Jehovah is a man and shall walk every step of this unforsaken land with I, to bear and see all my soul despair, to gaze through my eyes and see hope, love, and not worldly cares. For they all search to find all things created to keep them blind. They use the desires and lust of your own eyes to control your mind. But woe unto any who have witnessed life and creation and confess not that God is real. For in this revelation, all is revealed and all is real. Our God, the living God, the only God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the Real Stuff podcast and Marcia, the only God is real. The only God is real. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me, Real Stuff podcast. Yes, I just want to give shout out real quick to Ricky Innocent, my mentor, a poet, Musa Baruka, Terrence Davis, the one who helped me to launch my first album, aka D-Merch Verbal Art. Charlotte Zamore, my daughter, I could not do nothing without her. Trevor Foreman, who helps me to write poetry. I call him 3 a.m. in the morning. Trevor, what do you think about this? What I should do with this line? Where I should put it? Thanks to all these people, and thanks to the Real Stuff podcast for having me this morning. Peace out. One love.
One love, Marcia. One love.
One love. Thank
love.
you, Marcia, for having you. Thank you. One love.
Welcome.
My piece this. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
For taking time out this morning. And we know you love it so much that you have to jump in your vehicle, drive down the road just to talk to us.
Yes.
That's how technology works sometimes. When you don't want to work at your house, come out at your house. That means...
I made that, man.
Yeah,
I made that.
So I love it. And just stay safe, and continue doing what you're doing. For wake up the minds of the people.
Yes.
But what really impressed me a lot is how organized you seem to be.
I am a very organized person. I told you that from the moment you talked to me.
Yes.
She says she don't have no time for stress.
Yeah.
It's just levity.
I'm selling myself.
Yeah.
I'm selling myself, so I have to sell myself the right way.
Yeah.
You understand? People are impressed by your energy.
Sure.
I love it. Absolutely amazing. And it's a beautiful time knowing you. East Vibrations is talking to you as well.
Yes.
They're saying you're wonderful, you're powerful, and you have great talent. So yes, East Vibration Records.
Sometimes it put me in a trouble. The vibration put me in a whole heap of trouble, but it's okay because what it's doing, it's helping me to realize the world I'm living in. Because when an employer disrespect me, what it did to me was have me start my own business.
Mm-hmm.
So every obstacle me meet upon, I use that as an opportunity to build myself and empower myself while empowering others, and that's just me in a nutshell.
Booyaka.
Yeah, that's just me,
and knowing you, Marcia, I love it. It's been a pleasure. A pleasure.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm here anytime. If you have a show, call me. You need another interview, call me. Whatever, I'm here.
Oh, we're going to be calling you back.
Yeah. Blessings.
All right, so we know family. One love.
One love, my sister. One love.
Yes, man. Cool.
Okay.
Awa! I'm me, Marcia, Miss Pauline, first daughter. 2 brother and 1 sister, follow back after. Me no bend round curb, and me no go round corner. And me are the sister with the lyrical thinking. I'm not really in the world if I vex up things. But me find this song.
Yes, indeed. The wonderful, the talented, the powerful Marcia Jackson. With that, we're going to wrap it up for this week. We thank all of you, those in the chat room, Eastern Vibration, Courtney, Francine, Mitchell, and every one of you who participated as well. As I touch on Francine Mitchell, let me tell you who Francine Mitchell is. So it's two best friends, Francine and Rachel. So check out their YouTube channel. It named Raquel. My bad. So Francine and Raquel. Check out their YouTube channel. It named Take It to Them. And I'm not gonna give you nothing more and take it to them because I want you, our viewers this morning who are on YouTube as well, so check it out. And I tell you, you're going to love it because they're traveling around Jamaica, and I'm telling you, it's hilarious, it's real, it's funny, and it's full of laugh. And you're going to see some sights, some places, some scenery that you might remember when you were growing up as a kid, but it come out of your mind. So they're refreshing your mind, and some you don't know, you're going to know it for the first time. Okay,
and best of all, the two ladies having so much fun doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Definitely off on you. Yeah, man.
And surprisingly, really they just started maybe about 3-4 weeks ago. And the buzz is on. The buzz is on, people. So check them out. Check them out.
They're very funny. Very, very funny.
Yeah, check them out.
Well, with that, I would say thank you guys for having me, for being here. Sorry it's like this. I'm glad to be here again.
She's so excited.
And to do it all over again. I'm so happy to be with everyone.
Excited.
I'm very excited. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. Blessings to everyone in the group, East Vibration Record, Francine, Courtney, everybody that's there and tuning in. Thanks again, and have a blessed weekend. Thank you, gentlemen.
Flavius.
Yeah, man. I mean, we are in our second week, lockdown week, and we're just asking people to have respect and discipline, and let's get through this. Let's just get through it. See if we can bring our numbers down. Don't get crazy because you're locked down for so long. Just make sure you have food and you have your phone and your cable and your computers or whatever. Find something nice to do.
All right,
but, so stay home. Yeah.
All right. Live and love.
Like we are doing.
Live and love every moment of your life. Be grateful for each new day. I'm telling you. Cherish your family and friends. Bless others. Keep the faith and never lose hope. And remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. You must pray and continue to pray. In the words of the Garifuna language, Queen Lubafu will say words from the Our Father prayer, and Tafina to take us out.
You lead us so full. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. get out of sight. I feel take away myself. I feel take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I leave her I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel I like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I say, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not dramatic, yes, who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me, way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless. Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.